The Post Office has come on board as a major sponsor of the Student Theatre Festival. This has allowed us to profile the Student Theatre Festival in a much more exciting way, to create some incentive awards for students and for productions on the program that have merit. And just by giving the Student Festival that added incentive, we've seen a wonderful raise in the standard of work that's been created.
And the sponsorship really involved covering some of their travelling costs, some of their accommodation costs. We've given them some sweaters because we know it's cold and so on. So that is really, and also covers some of the production costs. This is very much in a competition basis, so the best production will actually will win a prize, the best director will win a prize.
Well, I've just won 2 awards. One is for the most promising writer for my adaptation of Ken Temba's 1952 Mobfeel, as well as the one I'm most proud of, which is the best director in the student category for the play Mobfeel as well. It means that I get a lot of support next year to bring a new show to the festival, a 2-hander. Financial support, I get mentored by a renowned director who hasn't been revealed yet. The Best Writer award comes with R1,000 incentive, as well as a signing with, I think it's a publishing company, but I'm not sure exactly what it is yet, but it means that I get to write more and refine my skills as a writer. Mobfeel, it is about... It's kind of a South African modern-day Romeo and Juliet, set in 1952. It's a story about Linga and Mapula, who are Xhosa and Sotho, and they're forbidden to ever see one another, but love prevails. But as the Shakespearean tragedy goes, it doesn't end all well. Lots of hard work. I owe it all to my cast. Everything, every single award is on behalf of my cast of Mobfeel. All the incentives are from the Post Office. All the awards have been made possible by the Post Office, which is fantastic, and we are truly grateful for their support throughout the fest. I mean, they have also sorted out our accommodation, our transport, our food vouchers, clothing, all stuff. So it's really been awesome having them as support for the 2012 Student Fest.
The final award, which comes along with a prize of 10,000 rands and support to bring a company of 4 people to the Fringe next year, the Best Production Award. I'm going to ask Johan van Wyk from the Post Office to present the first Cape Triangular Award. The award goes to the University of Cape Town for the Homeless Orchestra.
The production, the Homeless Orchestra, which was done at the Student Festival, was awarded the Most Promising Director for Joanna Evans and the Best Production Award. The students are unfortunately already back in Cape Town, so they couldn't be here today, and I'm accepting the award on their behalf. And that is the Post Office Award for winners of the Student Theatre Festival 2012. It's called the Cape Triangular Award. And we're very grateful to the Post Office for supporting theatre and the student theatre in particular. I mean, I think student theatre is very important for the development of the art in the future, and the more support we can get from any area, but particularly from the private sector or the Post Office in this case, is very, very welcome.
We were delighted that this year we had 4 judges on the panel. One of them is Christina Kennedy, who is the head judge, who's a leading South African writer, arts critic and theatre critic.
I was a student advisor at the festival last year as well. And I must say, last year and this year, the calibre of the student performances has been very high. I think we can take a lot of heart from the fact that our next generation of young professionals is so accomplished, adept, and good at what they do, and very committed. Extremely committed and very passionate. And I think it really bodes well for the theatre industry in South Africa.
Kathy Perkins, who is a long-time anthologer of plays that go across the African continent and the US. She's published at least 2 publications that focus specifically on plays that come out of Africa.
This is my 6th visit to Grahamstown, and I've worked on 3 student productions, so I'm very familiar with the constraints that the students have in the space. I've just been really impressed with the quality, the overall quality of the productions. I love some of the vocal work that the students do, which isn't always very typical of what we do in the U.S. in terms of the singing and the movement and everything. I also would like to commend the post office for supporting the arts when there's so few organizations, corporations putting money into the arts. So I think this is great.
Kimati Porter, who's the director of the Diversity Festival in the US, is the third judge.
The caliber of shows has been really excellent. I would say really beyond my wildest expectations. These students have really kind of given me a lift with the issues that they're dealing with, the way that they're presenting the problems in the context of South Africa. I think the fact that the post office is supporting the awards that are going to be given to some of these students is probably one of the, is a cornerstone. And I think they're doing a lot to promote theater in South Africa by doing this, and particularly in promoting the new talent that's coming through. I think that's a vital part of theater that everyone is really battling with, is to make sure that emerging artists have the time, have the funds, and have the ability to pursue this craft. So I think the post office has really taken upon a major investment in the future of theater in South Africa by supporting the awards that are going to be given to these students.
The fourth judge was Ges Casey from the Live Theatre in the UK, who is an established playwright teacher.
And what I've been really impressed with for the 16 shows that we've seen has just been the variety of work, and some of the stuff that we've seen would compare very favourably with the stuff that I'm familiar with, and some of it actually is better than the stuff I'm familiar with.
Overall, we've had a very, very successful festival this year. Our audiences seem to have loved what is in the main program, the arena program and the fringe program, including the student theatre program. We've had increased audiences for almost all genres of work this year. We can see a genuine growth in new audiences that are coming to the festival. In terms of the student theatre component, I think we've had more audiences this year than for most productions. Of course, some productions have slightly smaller audiences, others were full houses. That's the nature of the theatre. But I think overall, we've seen a growth in interest in the Student Theatre Festival as a result of the investment of the Post Office as sponsor.
I've had a full festival this year. I've seen almost everything that needs to be seen. The whole range of the festival. I mean, I'm amazed at how rich the program is. Spirit first, thinking first, creative writers. There's something for everyone.
This is an exhibition here at the National Arts Festival at Grahamstown, and we are displaying the colourful rhythms of South African stamps, which was a gold winner at the UPU competition class 2011. We put together an exhibition of 2 years of stamps, of South African stamps. We competed against about 24 different countries, and we won. We are very proud of this exhibition, and it's all about South Africa.
We belong here in terms of telling that story. Exhibitions, the fact that we are sort of hosting part of the cultural heritage of the country, and the stamps are one of the best ways to illustrate that, and the cheapest, and they go farthest as well.
If this is the standard of shows here, I'm impressed.